Hi guys, I've really got to get a better setup for this whole camera thing. It's driving me absolutely crazy. It takes me longer to set it all up than it does to actually make a video, believe it or not. Just wanted to say it's Monday today. Last night as of midnight or 11:59 p.m, Metro Melbourne went to, I think they're calling it step 2 of easing out of the restrictions. Because our daily numbers have really come down really quite low. I don't know what the rolling average is at the moment. I know there were 4 new cases today, I think 1 or 2 yesterday, and I think there might have been 0 the day before, but don't quote me on that. I don't know, I'm only guessing. So what that means for us now is, actually I actually got the DHS side up, which is behind the computer, behind the camera. So we're now, instead of being allowed to travel only 5 kilometres away from home for the things that we're allowed to do, we're allowed to travel up to 25 kilometres, which is so exciting. I'd heard rumours beforehand, just on social media and all the rest of it, which, as I've said before, you don't pay attention to, but I had heard that it was going to be extended to 20 kilometres. And I was surprised. I thought, nah, it won't be that much. It'll only be like extended to 10 kilometres, but 25 kilometres. So that's really fantastic. My son is still outside of that 25 kilometre distance, but it means that he can get on a train and come towards me, only a couple of stops, because he's only just outside that 25k. He can get on a train, go a couple of stops, and I can go and meet him and we can go for a walk, and it's all legal, all perfectly legal. My sister is well outside of that 25k, but we have found somewhere. We're probably actually going to go down to the beach, because my beach is too far away for her, but there's a beach that's closer to her and it's in my 25k bubble as well. So we're probably going to meet up, my family and her family, and have just probably some fish and chips at the beach. That's going to be great. I haven't seen her and her family since March. And my friend, who lives 19 kilometres away from me, so I haven't seen her since July, although we catch up on Zoom every week and we talk quite a bit. We're having a picnic tomorrow because she can now finally come here. And because I live at the beach, she wants to go to the beach. So we're going to go down the beach tomorrow. We're going to take our own picnic rugs, because you've still got to socially distance and wear masks and not share food and all this sort of shit. So we're going to take our own picnic rugs, our own picnic food, and set up our picnic rugs so that we're distanced from each other, and we're going to have our picnic and we're going to go for a walk on the beach, and we're so excited about it. It was actually really cute yesterday because Dan did his press conference it's meant to be at 11. It was a little bit after 11. And I knew that my friend was watching it, because the second he said 25, the words 25 were barely out of his mouth, and she was messaging me, go, woo, picnic time. So I thought that was pretty cute. So I'm really looking forward to that. My daughter and I actually went shopping together today for the first time in, I couldn't even tell you the last time that we actually went into a supermarket together, because with the much more stringent restrictions, it was only one person from each household per day going to the shops. So we actually went together. It felt like a dead set big day out. She put on makeup and got all dressed up. I mean, I've come home and got into my PJs now, but I went full glitter to go to the supermarket. It was seriously, big day out. What else have they changed so I can get my glasses off? Previously, we were only allowed to exercise for 2 hours a day. Now, we're allowed to, and it was only once a day. Now, it's unlimited. If we want to go out and stay out all day, walk around all day, or, socialise outside, we're allowed to. There's still restrictions on how many people are allowed to gather. We are now allowed to have up to 10 people in a gathering in a public place outside from 2 separate households. So you can't call up 9 of your mates and say, oh, meet me at the park and we'll go for a walk. But you can, like if I, like I live with my daughter, that's 2 of us in this household. If I had another friend or family or whatever who had 8 people in their household, we're allowed to come together and go for a walk or exercise or, sit in the park. Socially distanced, of course, with masks on. So we're allowed to do that. So that's absolutely fantastic. Oh, and there's no limit on shopping now. If you want to go out multiple times a day, you can. But I mean, why would you want to? Just go out, get whatever you need, and go home. And you don't even need to go out every day. Yeah, so that's mainly. I'm not going to go over all of the rules because that's not what I'm about. But that's the main ones that affect me, that are going to make a difference for me. So since I found out about that, I've been, I've mentioned in another video, I ordered some cross-stitch threads that never arrived. It's the only thing that I've ordered that hasn't arrived. And I keep checking on my local Spotlight store and they don't have them in stock. And I've checked other stores, but I haven't been able to, I didn't want to pay, because it's only like $3.75 worth of cross-stitch threads. And I didn't want to pay $9 for such a small order to get delivered. So I looked up my closest Spotlight store that does have them in stock. And so tomorrow, I'm so excited, and it's just a click and collect. I'm going to drive it's about 15 kilometres to my next closest Spotlight to pick up these threads, and my daughter's ordered a couple of things from Spotlight as well. I also looked up Bunnings because I need a particular kind of paint to paint my toilet seat. Long story. And my local Bunnings doesn't have it, so I thought, great, I'll be able to get at another Bunnings store. But because it's a bit of a special paint, so there's only about 4 stores in Melbourne that have got it in stock at the moment, and none of them are within my 25k. So that'll be my next big exciting trip when I can go past 25k and drive to the other side of town for a can of frickin' paint. What else have I been up to? Oh, on the weekend, one of my friends who lives alone, so she's allowed to have a bubble buddy, asked me over to her place and we just sat there like old ladies. She's teaching me how to crochet. I can crochet, but I'm really not very good at it. So she was giving me some tips. But it just makes you realise how special it is to actually be able to go into someone's home and just visit with them. Just sit on someone's couch in someone's lounge room and talk to them and have a cup of coffee and just visit with someone. It was really, really nice. So we'll probably do that again. Although it's looking like the restrictions are going to be progressively eased over the next couple of weeks as long as everything still goes well. So it's quite exciting, really quite exciting times, I think. I'm actually starting to feel a little bit stressed with it all because now I can do more, and there's, I don't know, I think I just liked this really quiet kind of hermit kind of ISO life. I don't know, I'm going to have to adjust to it. Ease inside, because again, if I do too much, I'm going to get sick. So that's it for now. I just wanted to update everyone on that exciting news that we're, being set free. Oh, and I'm so famous now. I'm not famous anymore. I was famous for about 5 minutes. The last video I made of the deserted shops at my local shopping centre got picked up by Daily Mail Australia, just a newspaper, and they're online. They're all online now as well. I had a reporter send me a message asking if he could use that video in an article, and asked me for some comments on the shops being shut down, which I did give him, and it was a good article, and he was very truthful in it. But the media does like a sensational story, and he did some judicial editing, which I don't mind, because if people want to, like he cut my video, he did use my video, but he cut it short. But I understand why he did that, because, you know, you can't use the whole video. He just used what was relevant for what he needed, and he bleeped out a swear word that I used, which, you know, I have no problem with. But, you know, like, he asked me for some quotes, and well, not quotes, but he asked me my thoughts on it, and I told him, and he used my quote word for word, but he cut it short. So it's not really misrepresented, but didn't tell the whole story of exactly what I said. But, you know, I don't mind that either, because if, you know, people want to go and have a look at the video. And then people were saying, because in the video, and it's in the part of the video that he actually used in the article, but this is, again, when people look at stuff online, they very often see what they want to see. In the video, I very clearly say that, yes, the shops looked deserted and they looked a bit dero. I can't remember if that's the exact words I used, but I did say that they're also doing really big renovations in the centre at the moment. I did say that in the video. And then there's been people saying, oh, you know, and don't forget to say Coringal's been renovated. And I thought, well, I did. You know, you've obviously just read the headlines and not actually gone and clicked on the video and listened. If you'd read everything properly and watched the video, you'd see that. But anyway, that was my little bit of fame. My last video got picked up by the media, so that was a little bit exciting, and that's it really. So you're all famous by association for about 5 minutes. So that's it. I'm going to go now. Look, do you know what I have to actually do? I have to get my mirror to be able to see around the back of the camera to be able to turn it off. So I'll catch us all next time.